Awesome Heroes and LucasFilms, and welcome to a new series called Movie Reviews. Now, today is my first episode, and what I'm going to be doing first off is my personal favorite movie series, Star Wars. I absolutely love it. I know a lot about the lore, stuff that's not in the movie, secrets here and there. I know a lot about it. And I recently realized that other than Force Awakens and Rogue One, which I will do reviews on, I haven't seen it very much. Recently. I decided that when I do my movie reviews, I might as well watch the movies, so I have a fresh new view. So we're gonna do it in chronological order, not when it was made, but chronological. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rogue One in between those two, so from 3 to Rogue One. And I watched those recently, so I won't be able to add clips or anything like that. But yeah. And then Force Awakens. Now, I haven't watched Rebels. I've seen the Clone Wars movie and TV show, so I might do a review on those ones. I'm not sure, but they are canon, so we'll see. But we're gonna start off with Phantom Menace today, as we have here. So, yeah, I've got it set up. I'm ready, and start off with the first movie. Oh, also, how this is gonna work is, I'm just gonna chill here. I'm gonna watch the movie. During it, if there are any little things here and there that I want to point out to you guys or I want to jot down, I will. Like little things here and there that I noticed, and I'll record that, my reaction. So during, so yeah, here we go. All right. So something I just noticed. The movie just started. We're only a couple minutes in. First off, Obi-Wan was in the first movie. Obi-Wan was the one to say, I have a bad feeling about this.
I have a bad feeling about this.
So, first off, in the Clone Wars TV show, we learned that Qui-Gon Jinn is the one that was the first Jedi to be able to become into a Force Ghost, like we see Yoda and Obi-Wan both do later in the future. And also Anakin Skywalker or Darth Vader. And we learned in the Clone Wars TV show that we learn how he does this. And it's because he's using the living Force and becoming one with the Force and stuff like that, and unfortunately metachlorians, but whatever. And I didn't think there was really any comeback to this at all in the prequels, but I did just hear Qui-Gon talk about being mindful of the living Force.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I don't sense anything.
It's not about the mission, Master. It's something elsewhere. Elusive.
Don't center on your anxieties, Obi-Wan. Keep your concentration here and now where it belongs.
But Master Yoda said I should be mindful of the future.
But not at the expense of the moment. Be mindful of the living Force, young Padawan.
Yes, Master.
So, and which is stuff that he learned about for doing the Force Ghost stuff, which is really cool. So it ties back to that. And I think that's really cool. So I hope there are little things here and there like that. Say more about that. So let's continue with the movie. Alright, so I've been watching the film, and to be honest, it's not that bad up until we get to Jar Jar. I actually enjoy it. Then we get fucking Jar Jar. Don't want to go into him. Okay, he's stupid. He's bad. Now, if you go with the theory that I like to go with, where he is a Sith, it's cool. Unfortunately, it's an unfinished theory. Like, it's never been expressed in the movie. I'm gonna watch the movies with kind of that idea in my head, but there's no canon evidence of it. It's just a theory. But yeah, Jar Jar, he's just too silly for what Star Wars is. Star Wars may have a little bit of humor here and there, like jokes, especially in Force Awakens, and maybe a little bit of Rogue One. Oh, excuse me. But Jar Jar's just taking way over the top, and it's bad. And then the poor Anakin, and then the poor acting from the little kid Anakin. and also the writing for his character, that's bad from what I remember. But from what right now, all I can say is that's my pretense on what Jar Jar was like from what I remember. But we're about to watch him again, and so let's just see how bad he really was. So another thing I just noticed, we're at the scene where they're about to leave. The Jedi are about to leave the Gungan city to go through the Inner Core and go to the government of Naboo to talk to the Queen to warn them about the invasion. And so in this, the Jedi are talking with the High Council and the King of the Gungans, from what I believe, and from what I can tell, and Qui-Gon Jinn uses force mind tricks on the King to get him to take Jar Jar Binks to give him a transport and let them go.
And speed is on our way.
We're gonna speed you away.
We could use a transport.
We give you on the bongo. The speediest way to the Naboo is going through the planet core.
Thank you for your help. We leave in peace. Your gods demand that his life belongs to me now.
Binks? You, sir, have the life play with this and his? Be gone with him.
Now, what I'm curious about is that these mind tricks, only work on the weak-minded. That's including clone troopers, stormtroopers, like low-life people on, like for example, in the second film, Obi-Wan uses a mind trick on a drug selling guy.
You want to buy some death sticks?
You don't want to sell me death sticks.
I don't want to sell you death sticks.
You want to go home and rethink your life.
I want to go home and rethink my life.
And that's probably the most intelligent person we see. But here, he uses it on a king, who's supposed to be like an extremely wise person, smart, and definitely smarter than the flying guy at the scrap place who's selling scrap and stuff, who's a gambler.
I have 20,000 Republic dactaries.
Republic credits? Republic credits are no good out here. I need something more real.
I don't have anything else, but credits will do fine.
No, they won't.
Credits will do fine.
No, they won't. What, you think you're some kind of Jedi waving your hand around like that?
That crap guy should have almost the same amount of intelligence that the drug dealer had in the second film. So what I'm curious about is how is it that Qui-Gon Jinn was able to use a mind trick on someone who's supposed to be so wise, and if so, it's assuming that all the Gungans are stupid, because if so, then why would they have a stupid king? And then that doesn't make sense, because we've seen some very intelligent people, like the officer that first stopped them, that also helps Jar Jar during the film. He seems pretty smart. Can he be mind tricked? I don't know. It just seems odd. And that's a flaw, I feel. Like, I feel like that shouldn't have worked. Oh, and another thing about the Gungans, I just realized, not only are they able to be smart and stuff, but they're actually able to make technology that can allow them to be underwater with force fields, and ships that travel through the water like that, and little orbs with extreme electrical power that can disable droids, tanks, and even General Grievous's body for a short period of time. So obviously, it's just, I don't think the mind trick should work. Alright, so I've gotten to the pod race scene. They're on the second lap. A couple first notes because I have something to say about this scene, about something that just happened. So the characters aren't that bad. Anakin's not that bad, at least later on. it's just some of the acting, like Anakin's character at the beginning, the angel part. Oh, that's kind of weird. You want to come see my thing? Kind of silly, stupid. But if you think about the character, he's a young kid. He's like 7 or 8 or something like that. And so it makes sense. That's how he is. The fact that he's able to do the things he does is incredible. So a little bit of childness should be accepted. Still, it's kind of cringy to watch, but it's technically acceptable. Amidala, she is just not great acting. She's not a great actor. Actress. She's not a great actress. She, especially in this movie, from what I've seen, it's not very good. It's as if she's reading it right off the script for almost the first time. It's not good. Okay, so the scene that specifically I stop in the clip here to talk about is the scene where they're in the pod racing and Anakin's about to pass some people. Or he is passing some people, and one of the pods are trying to whack into him, and he does a trick with his pod where and that ties over into episode 3, where he is flying with Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he has to do the same thing in his ship over Obi-Wan's ship to destroy a shield.
The General's command ship is dead ahead. Well, have you noticed the shields are still up? Sorry, Master.
And so it's really cool how we actually get to see flying techniques that Anakin does in this movie come back in the later movie. And I'm curious to see if we'll see more of that. Maybe during because there's a space fight scene in this movie. And I'm curious to see if we see that in the speeder scene in the second movie. And I'm curious to see if we see that in any other scene. And I'm curious to see if we see that at all. Actually, no, we'll see it in the third movie because it ties back to the third movie. That's why I'm stopping this. So yes, continue on. Okay, so I'm getting close to the end of the movie. They just landed back on Naboo after going to Coruscant. And they want to try and persuade the Gungans to fight with them against the Trade Federation. And so Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon are talking, and Qui-Gon says, "This will be tricky. The Gungans will not be easily persuaded." And I'm just like, what do you mean? Apparently you can do Jedi mind tricks on these guys. Why not just say, "You'll fight for us"? Okay, we will fight for you. I mean, just why? Why not? I mean, you already convinced them to give you a speeder. Why not fight for you? It's the same thing. You could use a mind trick to make it. It's just. This movie has some plot holes. So many plot holes. And all Star Wars has plot holes, like in science and stuff, but this is more of a fantasy sci-fi, not like Star Trek sci-fi. But I mean, honestly, literally, he just did a mind trick a couple of days ago on the same people, maybe a week ago on the same people. What's changed in a week? Maybe there's only so much you can do with a mind trick for these people. I don't know. It's just. I mean. You're contradicting yourself, Qui-Gon. You're contradicting yourself, and it's not cool. It's not cool. Alright, so, the movie's finished. So, all the points that I said before, they're pretty much the same as they are now. Throughout the movie, the acting kind of progressed. I guess the writing was a little bit better throughout the bit. Some of the lines were better. There were still some cringy moments with writing and acting, and I could still hear it. But it definitely seemed a little bit better. But I mean, maybe it's just because they're getting more practice in the role. I don't know. But I could hear it throughout the entire movie. So definitely, certain characters acting were bad, like Padme Amidala. I can't remember what her actress's name is. And then Anakin Skywalker, the actor for that wasn't very good, but it was a child actor. And something interesting is we find that he says, this is a line in the movies, as just as we're about to walk away from Anakin, he says, we'll watch your career very closely.
And you, young Skywalker, we will watch your career with great interest.
Very closely. So that shows that he really was paying attention to Anakin. He really wanted to pay attention to Anakin. He really wanted it. So, it's good foreshadowing. And then there's a scene at the end that to this day, I have no idea what it is. I have a couple theories of what it could be. It could be a celebration of defeating them. It could be a celebration for Chancellor Palpatine, although I doubt it. It could be, and also could, like, the winnings. They won against the Federation. It also could be a celebration to thank the Gungans for their help. Could be a celebration to invite the Gungans into the government, or to celebrate that the Gungans are now in the government. Personally, I think it could be all of them. But truthfully, the music is cringy, the acting's cringy, all of that is cringy at that last scene. I think that last scene could have been totally scrapped, and they could have ended off the movie with Qui-Gon's funeral, or something different. But the way they ended it could have been different. I think they were also trying to mimic the award ceremony, which is so much from A New Hope. Anyways, my point is, that last scene, I don't think they could have either changed it, or they don't even have to put it in there. But yeah. So, all in all, a couple things I have to say. Acting on certain people, not that good. Obviously, I think that Qui-Gon, because it was Liam Neeson, did fantastic acting. He's a fantastic actor. I wish I could see him in more things. I've only seen him in this movie, so that's a little unfortunate. Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi was really good. They still used a puppet for Yoda, which was pretty cool. Jar Jar was horrible. Jar Jar is absolutely horrible. He's goofy. And the fact that they made him general and the way he acted, it was totally unnecessary. And they could have done the movie without him. Or if they had just changed Jar Jar's personality so he's not as goofy, maybe like here, if they changed it so that maybe Jar Jar wasn't goofy. Maybe he was asleep on the ground there. And he woke up and he found that, and he was about to get up, but then Qui-Gon saves him, and he's eternally grateful, and maybe he has that pact where he's like that, but he's not he's not as goofy and stuff. Maybe he's scared. I think there are some parts that might be reasonable with Jar Jar. Like, I mean, I have a lot of pretense because I know the prequels are bad. They are just bad. I dislike the prequels. I was relishing to watch this movie again. There are parts of this movie that are actually really good. I like some of the political scenes. They're not that bad. The fight scene between, like the last part of the fight scene between Obi-Wan and Darth Maul, I absolutely love, because the choreography for this fight, the lightsaber fight, is so well done, and it gets even better then. And it totally surpasses the choreography and the fight scenes that we get in the original trilogy, and in Force Awakens. But that's another story that's a story for another day. So yeah, final remarks. Not the greatest acting. Writing and the storyline, it's okay. Character choices, not that bad. I mean, not that bad. There are certain people that didn't have to be in the movie. It was kind of weird. Plot holes, there are a couple. So yeah, total, I'd give this movie 2.5 stars to watch. Yeah, 2.5 stars. It's a higher mark than some people might give, the lower mark than some other people might give, but those people aren't as smart. But yeah, that was the first movie. That was The Phantom Menace, which is by far one of the worst ones out of the entire franchise. So yeah, next time we will most likely be doing Attack of the Clones, then maybe Clone Wars, then Revenge of the Sith, then Rogue One, New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, Force Awakens, and then if we got an 8th movie, then I'll do the 8th movie as well, but that won't be for a while. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.